Learning objectives. After completing this module, learners will be able to discuss how men became rulers, discuss rituals and customs in ancient period of India, explain caste system and discrimination behavior of people, discuss about Mahajanapada, discuss how big armies were maintained through taxing. Rulers, the Rajas or the kings. Around 3000 years ago, the Rajas or kings were the rulers who used to perform big sacrifices for the mankind. There were some rituals to choose the men as Rajas, and the Ashwamedha or horse sacrifice was one of such rituals. The kings who used to perform Ashwamedha ritual were considered as most powerful kings. Some kings wanted to assert their supremacy over the other kingdoms, and so they performed it. Varnas. During this period in India, the four Vedic books, Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajurveda and Atharva Veda, written by the priests, which described how rituals were to be performed. They also contained rules about society. According to Vedas, people were divided into four Varnas or groups based on their functions. Brahmins. Brahmin is the highest Varna in Vedic Hinduism. The Brahmins were traditionally considered responsible for worshipping, reading and studying the Vedas. Rulers or Kshatriyas. Traditionally, their role was to protect society and fight battles. They were considered in the elite group of warriors, rulers and administrators. Vish or Vaishyas. Traditionally described as commoners and used to trade, herding and farming. Shudras. They used to serve other three groups and were not allowed to perform rituals or study Vedas. Janapadas. As this is understood by the name, Janapadas means the land where people set their foot and settle down. Rajas and kings were recognized as Rajas of Janapadas, not Janas. Some famous Janapadas are Purana Kila in Delhi, Hastinapura near Meerut, and Atranji Khera near Etah. Painted greyware is the famous Western pottery in that era. Mahajanapadas and taxes. Mahajanapadas. About 2500 years ago, some important and powerful Janapadas became Mahajanapadas. They fortified their town or kingdom with huge walls and settled up capital cities also. Forts were built up for protection from other kings and to show their power and richness to them. Forts were suitable for easily control over the people of kingdom. Now, the Rajas started to maintain armies on regular salary basis throughout the year. The payment system during that period were the coins with punch marked of that king or kingdom. Taxes. The rulers of Mahajanapadas started collecting taxes to build huge forts and to maintain big armies. Farming. Farmers were paying 1/6 of their crops' production as a tax, which was the most important tax. All categories such as traders, craftsperson, goldsmith, herders were forced to pay taxes in different forms. The hunters and gatherers also had to offer forest products to the king in the form of taxes. Changes in agriculture. In this time, two major changes took place in agriculture. One was the use of iron plowshares instead of wooden plowshares to get better results and increase the produce. Second was transplanting paddy instead of scattering the seed on the ground. This was done by growing saplings before planting in the fields. Magadha and Vajji. Magadha. Magadha was an ancient kingdom located on the Indo-Gangetic plains in eastern India. Magadha was important for transport, water supplies and fertile land. The forests, animals, the Ganga and Son rivers were the jewels of Magadha. Powerful rulers of Magadha. Magadha extended its control up to the northwest part of the subcontinent with the powerful rulers Bimbisara, Ajatasattu and Mahapadmananda. Capital of Magadha. Rajagriha, present-day Rajgir, and later Patliputra, present-day Patna, was the capital of Magadha. Army of Magadha Empire. The rulers of India had big armies of soldiers, chariots, and elephants that even scared Alexander, also who wanted to conquer the world. Vajji. The capital of Vajji was Vaishali, Bihar. In Vajji, the function and administration was different and was popularly known by Gana or Sangha. Gana stands for a group that has many members and Sangha stands for organizations or association. This form was the first republic of world where many rajas used to perform rituals together and formed assemblies. Ajatasattu and the Vajjis. Ajatasattu wanted to conquer the Vajjis, so he sent his minister named Vasakara to the Buddha to get his advice. When he heard that Vajjis met frequently in full assemblies, Buddha replied that the Vajjis would continue to prosper till they held frequent public assemblies, they met and acted together, they followed established rules, they respect, support and listen to elders. Women were not forcefully captured or held. They maintained chaityas, shrines, in towns and villages. Saints are respected and allowed to leave the country freely. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned in this module. The men who proved their bravery with big sacrifices became the king or rulers. All four Ved, Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajurveda and Atharva Veda were the base of society. The caste or Varna was based on Vedic system. Mahajanapadas were very strong, systemized and organized kingdoms. Tax collection system started in this era. Magadha and Vajji, two great empires, came into existence. Bimbisara, Ajatasattu and Mahapadmananda were powerful rulers of Magadha. This